Voters in Santa Clara County appear ready to recall Judge Aaron Persky. He's the judge who presided over the Brock Turner Stanford rape case. In our exclusive KPIX 5 Survey USA poll, 56% tell us they will vote yes to recall the judge. 29% plan to vote no, but 66% of voters haven't decided who should replace him. And two candidates are running, Angela Story and Cindy Hendrickson. They are in a dead heat. KPIX 5's Devin Fehely introduces us to those two candidates.
I suspected that the recall was going to happen and that it was going to be successful. So then the question is, what next?
Having spent nearly a quarter century in the district attorney's office as a prosecutor, Cindy Hendrickson hopes voters will answer that question by picking her to replace embattled Judge Aaron Persky on the bench. Persky is the target of a recall campaign and has become a legal and cultural lightning rod for what his critics describe as the light sentence he handed down in former Stanford swimmer Brock Turner's sexual assault case.
My concern with the recall is that it is going to pressure judges to issue harsher sentences, not just on sexual assault cases, but all cases.
Angela Story is the other candidate on the June 5th ballot looking to replace Judge Persky, even though in principle she opposes the recall itself. In private practice with her husband, she believes she would bring the courage necessary to the bench to be tough and fair and compassionate to victims and offenders alike.
Does sexual assault need to be taken seriously and punished? Absolutely. But what we don't want to do is go kind of backwards to mass incarceration.
As a prosecutor, Hendrickson says she has been a fierce advocate for victims, but has also served the broader interests of justice.
We have to look at the evidence in favor of guilt, but we also have to look at evidence that suggests the person is not culpable. And so I've been for 23 years sitting in that role of objectively evaluating cases.
Judge Persky, who is barred by a code of judicial ethics from discussing the Turner case or his controversial sentence, turned down a request for an interview about the recall.
Which judge are we going to target next?
Ellen Kreisberg is a Santa Clara University law professor and a vocal opponent of the recall. She's deeply concerned that judges will hand down harsher, longer sentences for fear of a public backlash.
To fire a judge, to recall a judge for a single sentence with which you disagree undermines the judicial independence.
There's going to be two items on the ballot for voters. First, they can choose to either vote for or against the recall itself. And second, they can choose between the two candidates on the ballot. If the recall fails, Judge Persky keeps his job. If it succeeds, one of the two candidates will replace him on the bench. In Santa Clara County, Devin Fehely, KPIX 5.